Hello, beautiful souls. This is Polly Marie with Cosmic Currents. Are you ready for this huge planetary alignment coming up February 28th, 2026 at the 0 degrees Aries Point? Oh my gosh, I feel so privileged to even be tuning in to this time, this energy, this frequency, this collective awakening, as everything is falling into place. So let's get started. On February 28th, 2026, this rare 6-planet parade of Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Jupiter at the 0 degree of Aries, it's embarking us upon massive shifts, changes, a whole new era. You could call this a Genesis moment in the fabric of that space-time continuum, and it's Genesis, stemming from that Greek word meaning origin or birth. So this represents the formation of something entirely new. All the heavy-hitting planets are moving into the Aries Point, launching a new 36-year cycle. This degree is the absolute beginning of the zodiac, and it symbolizes that massive collective awakening and collective reset. It's also important to note here that the sun will be in Aquarius and a bright and 93% illuminated waxing gibbous moon. It rises near Jupiter in Cancer. It's appearing high in the eastern sky near that constellation of Gemini, signified here by the hero twins, or better yet, the divine feminine and the divine masculine reunited. So we just went through the Saturn-Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees of Aries. That was back on February 20th, and that marked that very first segment of this Genesis moment. And that had not been experienced in over 2,000 years. So you can take a listen to my Saturn conjunct Neptune transmission and planet activation. I'll link it in the playlist because I won't be going over those planets' role in this video because I already did. So please check it out. So back to this alignment, and let's talk a little bit about the emotional impact here with the moon in Cancer, because this is providing some emotional depth and definitely intuition and a very nurturing backdrop as we enter this emotional change and the emotional waters of our relationship to self, to other selves, and particularly to family. Now, this can be your earthly family or your spiritual family. And then what about Pluto and Mars? Like, what are they doing? Are they hanging out in this? So Pluto, though technically a dwarf planet, is outside the primary lineup, but it plays an essential role because Pluto represents collective transformation, regeneration, and rebirth. So Pluto kind of holds the whole container for this. Now Mars, it's very interesting. It's going to remain outside the planetary alignment in the southwestern sky until shortly after sunset, and at which point it joins the lineup along the ecliptic plane. So the reason I heard that Mars enters the planetary alignment after the other planets is very unexpected, very cool. It's an unexpected insight. And I will be recording a separate video for each planet in the lineup. So we're going to dive into each planet's transmission and role. So what are the effects then of the Aries point, or the 0 degree of Aries? Because that is the beginning of the zodiac. So this conjunction, as I mentioned, is considered a Genesis moment. You could call it a Genesis portal because the numerology is the 11, the master number, the 1 and the 1. The essence of this collective awakening, call it a great awakening. So congratulations, first of all, to everyone, because if you are here on Earth during this time, you have played a very important role in humanity's evolution. And now your role is changing. When this activation hits this point, we may experience things like the death of illusions. This is a clearing of the fog. This is outdated scripts dissolving. This is unrealistic dreams being replaced by grounded clarity. This is being replaced by us being able to magnetize our dreams based on our unique soul's blueprint. And that's Neptune's vision combined with Saturn there. Saturn allows that structure, and I got into that more in the previous video. But it allows that disciplined dreamer to build something lasting, okay? So we have to build this on a sound foundation. And then it also is going to bring some feelings of hyper-independence because Aries rules the self. And there may be a strong urge to be individuated and establish your sovereignty, and especially with that Aquarian sun energy, okay? But this doesn't mean that we're not going to be coming together, right, in community and that we're separate beings. Not at all. In fact, it's saying the opposite. It's actually allowing us to have this strong internal compass, this sovereignty that then really allows us to expand into our dreams, into our communities, into our families, and into this new collective consciousness. So the overall arching message here, because let's just feel into this in its entirety. And that is about this key thing here. It's speak your truth, unite in love, ground things into place, ride the storm, use your intuition as this great awakening fills your entire being. So this is also a time to surrender to your sacred femininity within. And I apologize for the noise. They're doing some yard work. So this sacred femininity exists within all beings. And we need to remember our place in this web of life and know and trust and feel and vibrate with this as the cosmic mother, because the cosmic mother watches every step as we transition from this old way of being into this new way of being. And you are cradled in a sacred container. You are more held than you can imagine. And you have access to more love than your heart can bear. So if you are struggling, you are being reassured that things will work out. So open yourself to receive this overflowing love of the cosmic mother flooding towards you from every direction, above, below, within, north, south, east, and west. Let it stretch your heart wide open. So we have a very important message here as well in this planetary alignment from the primordial waters and the stars. And the primordial waters play a huge role in this planetary alignment. And it's incredibly beautiful because it aligns with the Sabian symbol for the 0 degrees of Aries, which is a woman has risen out of the ocean. A seal is embracing her. I get goosebumps every time I read that. So I pulled some cards from the primordial waters to carry through this message, and it was amazing. The silky archetype came out. This is the part seal, part human in mythology, and it delivers a message of embracing who we truly are. So we're being called to embrace our unique soul blueprints. And the collective is being asked to feel the call of purpose as a frequency. And that frequency supports us in coming out of hiding and showing the world who we truly are. That's truly rising out of the ocean and that seal embracing us, okay? So embrace your uniqueness, embrace your weirdness, and swim freely in the ocean of your life. The waters are here also as an oracle. This supports this planetary alignment as an activation too of our intuition and our psychic abilities. And that is guiding us to act on visions and to act on destiny. This alignment activates our original blueprints, and we're being asked to move on those visions and step into what is destined. And water carries, of course, the feminine frequency, and that's supporting this collective awakening. It supports the receiving of those visions, like a seer, an oracle, or a psychic. The waters are saying that something is destined. It is written also in the stars, literally written in the cosmos. So you may be receiving unexpected guidance to make change in your life if you haven't already, and this may continue. The waters deliver a message to trust your intuition, to trust the visions you've been receiving. And this alignment confirms that activation is happening not only collectively, but individually and in according to each person's unique blueprint. So it's a time of gathering the inner power now, confidence to claim that destiny, that dream, that vision, to claim your blueprint activation and begin working with it. This is the incredible force of the waters as an activator through the planetary alignment, and it beckons us towards this individual empowerment. It desires for you to embrace the power within and to step forward to claim your truth, your sovereignty, that we've all been collectively moving towards for a very long time. So embrace this moment, embrace the evolutionary change, embrace this awakening, and that is the message from the waters. As I pulled from the Starseed Oracle, and this was just so beautiful and magical, the whale and the orca elders came forward with a message about sharing our song, the frequency of sound itself, and then diving deep. So the whale and orca elders, they're cosmic beings, and they're here to help anchor the frequency of love into Gaia. And this has been happening in the depths of the waters, within the Earth's mantle and core. We've seen that reflected in increased deep earthquake activity from the solar flares of the sun, and all of that frequency traveling down to the core of the Earth and activating the whales and the sea life through communication of frequency and vibration. This is bringing that harmonization into Gaia. It's a weaving. This is how we're all part of it. We're all part of this collective weaving. We all have a role. And all that weaving happening in the cosmos is mirrored into the oceans. The sea life then weaves that frequency as a tapestry that blankets the ocean floor. It's a harmonization song, if you will. So this brings forward a profound reminder of what an honor and a privilege it is to be here on Earth currently. For all of us to truly see who we are and activate our blueprints. There's a strong message of support encouraging us to feel love for ourselves and for all beings, and to drop our hang-ups and our personality distortions and to get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. The message is so beautiful. And we're all in different places in this, and certainly this is part of my work, is helping people through the waters, through the modality of Watsu and some other healing modalities that I embody to help people activate their blueprints. So you certainly can reach out to me here on this channel if you want to find out more information about that or even have support. So now I would like to just offer out an embodiment transmission. And I just invite you all to get into a quiet place. Take a deep breath in all the way down to the base of your spine, into the center of your belly. Exhale and feel yourself lighten. Breathe in again, deep into your spine and core. And as you exhale, soften your edges and become formless. See your light body. Remember yourself as a timeless, multi-dimensional being experiencing itself through form. This planetary alignment supports your integration across dimensions, from the 1D to the 3D, the earth, the elementals, or lived experience, to the 4D collective archetypes and ancestral clearings that are happening, to the 5D heart-centered consciousness. Insight radiates naturally. Illumination requires no persuasion. Breathe in and be mindful of shadow expressions. Be mindful of overstimulation that may arise within you, outside of you. Be aware of ideological rigidity or any imbalance of power that may show up in your reality. And in that very moment, just choose instead to embody ethical power, discernment, integrity, relational awareness. And as you gain insights, apply one insight daily in practical life. Because the heart here becomes the living bridge between these dimensions. Nothing external must be crossed. Ascension is embodied. So imagine this alignment as a sphere of light in your being. It's within your very being. Imagine it now in your heart space. You do not become the bridge. You just open, and the love carries you forward. I invite you to allow the song that echoes in the 4 chambers of your heart to emanate in all 4 directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal your soul's true song. Endeavor to see the soul of all of those that you meet. And we have a divine message here from the Divine Mother and from Mother Gaia, offering this rebirth as a gift, as a portal. This planetary alignment at the 0 degrees of Aries is a birth portal from the cosmic womb, the genesis, the origin of the new, the birth as a portal ushering in new life. And we are all children of the cosmos. We're children of the cosmic mother, and we can choose to be held by her in this deep transformation, in her never-ending love and embrace, especially if we are experiencing any discomfort or suffering. Call upon the mother's embrace for support. They know that the earth journey can be rocky and tough and sometimes lonely at times. But we're reminded to rest deeply in those loving arms of the original feminine energy of creation itself. We transcend duality while honoring contrast. And if beliefs tighten in your body, it's just to reveal what needs integration. The heart then becomes the living gateway between dimensions, and nothing external must be crossed. Again, ascension is embodiment. So imagine this planetary alignment. It's carrying you forward, allowing you to speak your truth, to in united love, and to ground things into place, and to ride the storm, and to use your intuition as this great awakening fills your entire being. Surrender to that sacred femininity within. You are cradled in the sacred container. You are more held than you can imagine. And thank you for being here. So, I invite you all to subscribe if it feels resonant. That's so that you don't miss my downloaded messages from each planet during this alignment, which are going to be following this overarching message here. So I look forward to that, and much, much peace, love, and happiness to you all.